Hey guys, welcome to Dinner with a Twist. My name's Travis, and today I'm going to show you a special recipe that takes two flavors from two totally different parts of the world. It's a little bit of Caribbean and a little bit of Thailand mixed together. So let's get started. Over in Thailand, they have this soup called Tom Kha, which is a great soup. It's coconut and it's got ginger and they mix all kinds of stuff in it. Sometimes they'll put chicken in it, sometimes they'll put catfish in it, and it's really good. And something about that soup reminded me a lot of a stew that's from Jamaica and the Caribbean area called pepper pot stew. So I kind of mixed the two a little bit, kind of mixed the flavors and made my own Caribbean catfish soup. Now I'm going to show you how to make it. So I've got my pot on a medium heat, and to that I've added 2 cups of fish stock. You can use vegetable stock if you want, but the one thing you don't want to use is chicken stock or beef stock. To that, 4 cloves of garlic that have been minced. We're going to add that right into it. And then we're going to add about a tablespoon of ginger. Add that right into the pot. About 2 tablespoons of lemongrass. Now you can find fresh lemongrass at some places, and if you do find fresh lemongrass, definitely use it because it's much better if you use the fresh lemongrass. But I couldn't find fresh lemongrass, so I'm using this, which is fresh lemongrass that's just been ground and it's in a tube, and you just take it out and you squirt however much you want. Once that's all stirred in there and flavoring, then we're also going to add 2 cups of water. So that's 2 cups of water and 2 cups of the fish stock. And you're just going to let that heat up all the way on a medium heat. And what you want is a simmer. You don't want this to boil, because if it starts to boil, then that's too hot. You just want a nice simmer. Now once all the flavors of the garlic and ginger and lemongrass have mingled in with the fish stock, we are going to add our vegetables. Yucca root goes into the pot of simmering stock. 1 sweet potato cut up, we're going to add that. 1 plantain, add that to our pot. 1 teaspoon of salt. You can eyeball that, and we're going to let those vegetables simmer away in that pot until they get nice and soft, and then we're going to come back and we'll add the other ingredients. Now the next ingredients, we're going to add 1/4 cup of lime juice, which is about 1 lime's worth of juice. You just want a 1/4 cup, so alright, and then 1 tablespoon of sriracha right into the pot. Alright. Definitely, I love using spicy because in Asian cooking, and especially in the Caribbean, they definitely love a lot of spice. And this stuff is pretty spicy. Now while the vegetables are still cooking away, still simmering, I'm going to take another Caribbean, Jamaican, whatever you want to call it, ingredient. This is allspice berries. 1 teaspoon of this Jamaican allspice. And I'm going to put it through my spice grinder. Now once that is ground up, take the lid off, and we're going to add our ground up allspice right into the pot. We're going to let that cook away, along with 1 teaspoon of coriander. Coriander is the seeds of the cilantro plant, which is good because we're also going to add some cilantro. They don't taste anything alike, but they go real well together. So I'm going to add a teaspoon of coriander seeds. Getting a little confused there for a second. So 1 teaspoon of coriander, and we're going to stir all of those spices into the pot. These vegetables like the plantains and the sweet potato and everything are starting to soften up so much that they're actually breaking apart and becoming part of the sauce, which is fine. Let it keep simmering for a few more minutes as they soften up. All right, let's check on our vegetables here. Oh yeah, they've cooked down really good, really nice. They're breaking apart and becoming one with the sauce. They have joined the sauce side. Oh yeah, really good. That's good. But there's still chunks in there, and that's what you want. You want chunks. You want them to be soft enough that they actually start to become part of the sauce, but that they're not so soft that they've completely disintegrated. Last two ingredients. Well, I say the last two. We've got one more ingredient after this, but that's okay. We've got 1 cup of coconut milk. So we're going to add a pound of catfish cut into 1-inch pieces. We are going to cover this and we're going to turn it off. You're just going to leave it for about 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Just let it cook through. The residual heat will cook the catfish all the way through. The last ingredient that we want to add to this soup is some fresh cilantro. I've got about 1/4 cup of fresh cilantro that we're going to add right to the pot. All right, gonna scoop some of this out into a bowl here. Gonna add just a little bit of the cilantro leaves right on top, just like that. And now comes the best part. We get to taste it. So let's see what this tastes like. It's so good. It's spicy, it's sweet, it's, oh, just everything. And something really good about this soup is that my aunt and my cousin are allergic to gluten, and so this has no gluten in it, and it tastes just like the Caribbean and just like Thailand. It's a nice mixture of those flavors. Alright guys, thanks for watching my first video. I'm so excited to be able to do this. I love cooking, I love culture and flavors from all over the world, so that's really why I'm doing this channel. I'll put a link down in the description for my Twitter, Facebook, not Tumblr, don't have Tumblr, Pinterest, Instagram, all of that stuff. I'll put a link down below, and if you want a more detailed recipe for this soup, I'm going to leave a link in the description down below. It's going to have a link to my blog. My blog has a more detailed recipe there with a list of all the ingredients and everything, so you can see how I did it. Thanks for watching this new video. Hopefully I'll be posting videos every week. Going to try to post them on the weekends, so come back next week and you'll see a special recipe. It's going to be not as healthy as this, but it's going to be a good recipe. So come back next week and check it out. And while you're at it, also hit that subscribe button because you don't want to miss any of these videos. They're going to be inspired by flavors from all over the world. So hit subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week.